everyone. I'm Emily.
I'm Christina, and welcome to the Stop Thinking, Start Feeling podcast. Starring us. Here we are. Doing a podcast.
Yes. Original.
So original and never done before, ever.
Ever in any way, shape, or form.
You guys are so welcome for this.
So amazing. And
what are we doing on this podcast?
what are we doing? We are doing so much, but mostly we're going to be talking about the amazing hit show from 2005 on the Family Channel in Canada. This show is called Life with Derek.
Who would have thought? Life with Derek also aired on the Disney Channel, but
yes.
you know.
Yeah, you may know it as a Disney Channel show, but that's incorrect. It is a Family Channel original show. Canada.
Don't get it twisted.
Okay.
It's purely Canadian.
It's Canadian.
That's what makes it
have you heard the accents?
Have you heard the accents? But yeah, we're going to be talking about everything pertaining to Life with Derek, things vaguely pertaining to Life with Derek. We have lots of topic ideas.
Yes, we have so many things that we are going to talk about.
Yes, and it's all going to kind of circle back around to the main subject.
Yeah, it's like we'll be like talking about fandom, like other fandoms that we've been in. We've
different ships.
Yes, different ships
that are Dasey adjacent.
Yes,
episodes.
Dasey, by the way.
Yes, Dasey, obviously. Why would we talk about Dasey on a Life with Derek podcast? Ew. We're going to be talking... Their brother and sister is gross. We're going to be talking about people calling Derek and Casey brother and sister.
And how they're wrong.
Why they're dumb. they are. So.
I would love to alienate you. Goodbye.
Yes, goodbye. Actually, this podcast is literally not for you.
If you are anti Derek and Casey, get out. Like, actually.
Yeah.
We don't need you here.
Step sibling rights. Okay.
Virginia is for lovers. Okay. But yeah, there's really nothing that we're not going to talk about.
Yes. And also, if anyone has any suggestions for things we should talk about.
Yeah. Related to or not related to Life with Derek.
Whatever. Or if you just want to talk to us. Come hang out in our DMs. It's fine. We're on Instagram.
Yes.
We're on Twitter, even though no one even wants to use Twitter anymore.
I know, yeah. But our Twitter and our Instagram are Dasey Fandom.
Yes.
So go follow us there. But yeah, basically our plan is to, introduce you to us and ourselves. And also our friendship.
Yes, our relationship and our journey through
life
with Derek. That was unscripted. Incredible.
Well, it's like any time you say the word life.
Yeah, it automatically gets followed up with Derek.
Yeah, and as it should, actually.
Whether I want him there or not.
Yeah, I mean, does anyone? Does anyone? Casey sure doesn't. Just kidding, she does.
She does.
100%.
Derek's her best friend.
They are literally best friends.
Anyway.
We'll get there.
We'll get there eventually. So yeah, we are going to give a brief overview of our individual selves. And I know a lot of you probably already kind of vaguely know us.
Yeah, like why would you be watching this if you have no idea who we are?
True.
Well, maybe eventually.
Yeah, who knows? Yeah, maybe some people want to make friends,
random person
and I'm open to that.
I watch Life with Derek.
I am open to anyone.
Oh, absolutely.
We might change minds, actually.
Yeah. Oh my god. Actually, that's our mission statement.
That's our mission statement. I was just gonna say that's our mission statement.
We are out here trying to change opinions about step sibling relationships.
Yeah, the stigma surrounding this show.
It's like we'll get to it.
Again, if we start talking about it now, we'll never
and we won't talk about ourselves and right. Like we need to.
Yeah.
You really want to know about us.
We're so vain.
I'm a Leo, so there's that.
I'm a Leo rising, so it's really, it's not
it's
great
there,
over here. It's just there. All right, so who wants to go first? Talking about
You can go first.
Okay.
You're already talking.
Well, oh wow, okay. Well, my name is Christina, as previously mentioned. I'm a Pisces. That pretty much sums it up right there. I started watching Live with Derek in 2005. I believe I watched it when it first came on Disney Channel, and I was like, what is this show? And then immediately was just sucked in because I recognized Michael Cedar because I'd seen him previously in like the Zack Files and the Strange Days of Big Halsey High, and I was like, okay, I don't know what the show is, but I'm gonna watch it. And then immediately I was just like, Derek and Casey, and in my mind, and I'd never seen anything like this before, so in my mind I was like, am I gonna burn in hell? Like, what? Like,
as everyone feels the first time.
Exactly. I'm just like, am I the only one seeing this chemistry right now? Mm-hmm. And then, you know, very, very slowly through the progression of online everything, because the internet was basically like nothing back then. I discovered the Dasey community, and then I didn't feel so weird, and I'm still here. So,
yes.
But yeah, Dasey is my Roman Empire, so.
Literally. Not even a moment, just
all
them
of it.
as
literally
as
all of it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, and my favorite Life of Derek character is a tie between Paul and George.
Oh, perfect.
Just wanted to say that. They're superior.
Both perfect characters, let's be real here. Oh my god.
They are.
So, is that my turn then?
It is your turn, yeah. I think I'm done talking.
I actually am not going to say anything.
Okay, cool. So, the next topic is...
My name is Emily. I'm a Leo, as I mentioned, and we'll just mention probably all the time.
Yeah.
Because as I've said, I'm a Leo.
It is. I think it's a valid excuse for things. That's why I'm always like, I'm a Pisces. Sorry. I literally apologize for it. And people are like, it's okay.
And I, anyway. So I started watching Live with Derek mid-season, like 2 or 3, like I don't remember exactly when, but I started watching randomly, and then I became obsessed with it. Then I went online to see if anyone else was obsessed with it, and I found the Dasey community, of course, and I was like, this makes sense, because I also shipped them. Like, I just didn't really understand what that meant. Right. It's not like I was a child, but
right. But it's just like, are people feeling the same way that I am?
Exactly. I was like, I don't know. Come on. You look at them for like 2 seconds. And
literally.
You're like, something's happening here.
If I went online and no one else thought this, I'd be like, this is a Black Mirror episode. Like,
I'm being gaslit.
I'd be like, I'm in a coma because this is not happening.
There's no way.
Yeah.
And so I was happy to find the Dasey community. Around that time, it was like Dasey Nation and
Dasey
Live
Nation.
Journal.
Wow.
And
big shout out.
Yes, so those lovely places. Of course, fanfiction.net. But
right.
And my favorite character, unfortunately, is Derek. It's like I hate him so much, but I love him. And I also really love Casey, of course.
Yeah, of course.
And that's pretty much it.
I feel like I have to add, like, I obviously love Derek and Casey.
Yeah,
I love
it's just like
all the characters, like, except for some of Casey's boyfriends, but whatever.
Paul and George are like so underappreciated that it's like they have to be mentioned.
It's true, yeah. They need their moment, and I will give them that moment. And also, like, you bringing up like live journal, holy crap.
Yeah.
I think the only place for a while that I like knew anyone was on Ashley Leggett's MySpace page.
Oh yes.
And she had a chat on there, and I was in there literally every day. Like from 2006 to 2007, I was there every single day, and I made a bunch of friends. And some of them weren't even there for Ashley or like anything. I mean, they watched Life of Derek, but I'm like, I don't know why they were in the chat.
They were just trying to make friends.
But I still made friends with them anyway. And you know what? They all got turned to ship Dasey. Yeah, and so my job here is done, honestly.
and you succeeded.
I succeeded.
And you were successful. And those are the same thing.
But I think that like, I think that's what sealed me into the fandom forever, because it's like Ashley would like come in there like every other day, and she'd like talk to all of us and say hi to all of us, and she'd do like live streams, and we got to talk to her. And then like slowly, we're gonna get there, but I don't even remember how we met.
Yeah.
But we just became more and more involved in the fandom, and like the actors would like interact with us and like just everyone, it just became so involved that it's like, it's impossible to detach yourself.
Yeah.
And it's fine. I don't want to, so, I mean,
I'm happy here.
I'm just saying, it's kind of like Scientology. It'll just suck you in.
Yeah, it might be a cult.
It might be a cult. Come join.
Whoops. Well, there's no leader. Fine. There's no leader, you know, well.
Or is it? Or
well.
I'm not saying that Michael Cedar's a cult leader, okay? But I'm just saying he'd make a really good one. Like, don't you think? Like,
and it's so funny because he's like so like not really active anymore.
Right, exactly. But if Michael Cedar walked up to me and said, "Hey, join my cult," I'd be like, "Okay, lead the way. I'll get into your white van with no windows. Let's go."
100% actually, though.
And I regret nothing.
100%.
But you know,
yeah.
Anyways,
so back to like as you mentioned. How we met. We have literally no idea.
No.
I mean, obviously we met through Dasey, through the Life of Derek fandom.
We're thinking it's YouTube.
Yeah, we think YouTube. Like, we both made, like, videos, fan videos, and or possibly a documentary that was supposed to be
a documentary that I was going to make that got scrapped because I got overwhelmed.
Way too many submissions that were too many long.
Yeah. And I'm so sorry. Everyone that entered and didn't see anything, I'm so sorry.
Listen. We've all done it.
I dropped the ball.
We've started and not finished so many projects.
Should we say what our YouTube screen names are? Because maybe they recognize us better that way.
That's true. Back in the day, and of course, it was
like then and now.
Yeah. We still understand that is how people like might identify us.
Yeah, I think most people identify other people by their screen names.
Right, and at the time, so mine was KTHXILYXXX, which is K thanks I love you XXX.
Tell them how Michael Cedar pronounces your screen name.
Eventually, I met him in person, and I went up to the table, and he said, "I know you," and I went, "Oh my god." And it's embarrassing, but it happens. And he was talking to Stacey Farber next to him, and he's just like, "Oh, this is my fan." That's what he said. He said that, and I was like, "It's thanks, I love you, XXX."
That is so Michael Cedar of him.
And he was like, "Oh my god, it makes so much more sense."
Again, this man didn't know his Twitter was private for about 2 years, so.
It's like, oh.
No one is surprised. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And what's your screen names now?
Oh yeah. Right now it is, I forgot.
I mean, there's one.
Yeah, that's true. I have multiple screen names.
You do still use the K thanks I love you XXX.
Not
I don't know
Twitter.
why I struggled to say that. Yeah, no, on YouTube I meant.
Oh yeah, on YouTube. Yeah, for my Dasey stuff I use K thanks I love you XXX. But I have another name, whatever, that I go by, which is Cluster Jams. Also on Twitter, I have my regular Twitter, which is I have so many accounts.
Yeah.
You'll find them. I use that one the most is the Emily Farrah one, which is Emily Fairuh. Farrah.
There you go.
That's it.
Mine. I'm like everywhere now is retro shady, and I feel like I've been that for a very long time. But like back when I used to make Dasey videos, it was I Love Arctic Monkeys, and that's what I was in the Dasey community as. Yeah. And I also wrote some fan fictions, which I deleted, but they're saved somewhere.
Mine are still up.
Hers is still up. I was just too.
I did delete a couple of them, but
I was scared. I didn't know what I said, and I was like, I can't.
Listen. We've all done things in the past that we're not proud of, but it's mostly just things that don't age well. You know
exactly.
What I mean?
We have videos out there.
Yeah, that are not. We say some things that we were not.
They're pretty horrible.
Yeah, but we do not feel that way.
Right?
Anymore.
No, we literally watch it and we're just like,
we didn't even know that we completely forgot they existed, and then we looked at them and we were like, oh my god.
Yeah, we were
and it's shocked. Not like we're saying the worst things possible.
We're not, yeah.
But anyway.
It's still not very PC of us.
Exactly. And we love everyone.
We do. We apologize for anything.
Yes.
In those videos.
We put because we can't delete the videos.
Yeah, we don't know how to access the account anymore. They're just up there forever.
Yeah. So, but we put comments under each one where we said something weird and horrible or something that we're we apologize for this because that's not okay. And so that's all we can do. If only we could delete them.
Yes, just because we don't want to offend anyone.
Right, exactly.
We're not hiding from our mistakes.
No. And it's like I even have a video on my channel of me like talking about it because I was like on my other YouTube channel.
Yes.
Because I was like, I just feel awful about saying certain things like that. And I'm just like, no one saw them. No one asked us to like say anything about it. But we're like, no, this is not okay.
Yeah.
So anyway.
That was for our own conscience.
Absolutely. So, but as, you know, we go on, we've been in, I mean, I've been in fandom specifically before. Same. I mean, I guess the Life of Derek and Dasey fandom was my first like fandom community that I was a part of.
I think it was like the biggest one so far in my life.
Oh yeah. I was after Dasey and Life of Derek, I was in like the Glee fandom, and then I was in
I was also in the Glee fandom.
Yes. Yeah, we were both in the Glee fandom. And then Supernatural. And that was basically it. But and Supernatural, it was a long time. It was a long time. But before that, I really liked Scrubs. Like, that was the first show I was obsessed with.
Okay.
And then, but there was no community for that.
Like, okay. I was like, did you read, like, was there Scrubs fan fiction?
I'm sure there is. Like, there's no way there's not.
Yeah.
But I never read fan fiction before. Okay. Actually, the first, like, fan fiction I ever wrote and read was for X-Files.
Oh, okay.
And that was before, like, way before that. Okay. But I didn't really even know what it was when I was writing it. Like, my friend really liked it, and they were like, let's write fan fiction together, and I was like, okay, I don't know what this is.
Well, it was like a Mulder Scully type of, I mean, obviously.
Yeah, I mean,
if you don't know Mulder and Scully, get the hell out.
Who else? Hello?
They're so, oh my god, I love Mulder. I can't even talk about
the OGs. I love them. But yes, what were we talking about?
Our previous fandoms.
Oh yeah, previous fandoms. But yeah, so that was the first thing I ever wrote for or read for at all. But then I just didn't for a long time, and then I liked Scrubs, but there was nothing like that. I mean, at the time, I didn't seek it out, at least.
Right.
But there was also no, like, community. Like,
right. Yeah, that's like a period of time where the internet wasn't used properly.
Yeah. It was just everything was so segmented.
Right, yeah, it's true. Yeah. Now it's, like, a lot easier to connect to people.
100%. It was like, you have to either build your own website to have, like, with forums
shout
and
out
stuff
GeoCities.
Like yes. Yeah. Or that's it. Like, you go on, like, AOL chat rooms or something.
Exactly. No, exactly. Literally, you had to find a chat room or, like, because I don't know. It was a rough time. Y'all don't even know.
Yeah,
probably.
We crawled through the trenches.
We crawled through the trenches of the internet.
And now we're here, actually.
Now we're here. Oh, and I have too many fandoms to talk about now, so I'm just, like, not even gonna go there. But I think the first fan fictions that I started reading was for a soap opera called Passions.
Oh.
There was a couple couples on there that I really liked. And then I don't even know how old I was. I mean, this was pre-Life of Derek, so I must have been, like, I was probably, like, 14 or something. I don't know. And we had, like, a computer room, as you did back in the day. So, like, the whole family would be in there, like, watching TV, and I'd be on the computer. Mm-hmm. And I'd be, like, reading, like, this spicy-ass fan fiction. And then, like, I remember this was stupid of me. I, like, read up to a point. It hadn't gotten spicy yet. And I was just like, I need a drink. And I, like, left to go to the kitchen.
No.
And I came back, and my mom was reading what I had been reading, and she got to the spicy part.
Oh, no.
And she was like, what is it? I know she had to scroll down to see it. Yeah. And so I just played dumb, and I was like, Mom, I didn't know. I thought it was just a regular story.
You also didn't know, though.
Yeah, no.
Well, I guess maybe.
I mean, like, I could look at the tags and stuff, but it's like, I didn't know it was coming up, like, right then, or else I wouldn't have let the thing open. But anyways... Totally. Fan fiction was really just an introduction into, like, this whole... I think fan fictions are great.
I love fan fiction.
People write better than actual real authors.
Literally. I mean, and there's also some bad ones. But
yeah, I mean, obviously.
And honestly, like, our fandom, I feel like, is so lucky. Like, it's not, like, huge, but there's such great writers.
Dude, oh my god. The fan fictions for Life of Derek.
It's amazing. And you're just like, oh my god, I love this. And I'm so happy about it.
Yeah, if you've ever written a Life of Derek fan fiction... Shout out
amazing.
To you. I probably read it.
Yeah, 100%. Like, come on, we've read them all. I was gonna say I have a similar story where, like, but it's actually worse because
Were you at school?
It was something I wrote.
Oh. Wait, but who saw it?
My brother.
Oh!
So, actually, I don't know that he actually saw it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. He never said anything about it or whatever, but I left, like, my notebook at his house because I was, like, babysitting or something, and I had written, like, spicy fanfiction in this notebook, and then I just left it there, and I was like, I don't know if he, like, found it and was, like, perusing it and being like, what is this, you know?
But it's like, see, this is the thing. I'm just like, first of all, my mom should not have been reading.
True.
She should. Why was she scrolling? She lost my place. I don't know where I was. And now I couldn't even read it because she caught me. So it's just like, and like, if you leave a notebook, like, why? I mean, I know the urge. I feel like especially the urge back then to seek out secrets. Like, I think the internet kind of covers for things now. Yeah. But it's just like back then, it's like we had nothing to do. So we were like, oh my God, a notebook? I want to snoop.
Exactly.
And that's wrong.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know that he did, to be quite honest.
That's true. Maybe we'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
I don't know. But never mind.
If he did read it,
he never said anything.
He never said anything,
and that's actually good.
Yeah, so, I will pretend my whole life.
Thank you for doing that.
That's great. Love that.
But I've written a lot of fanfiction for Dasey and Life with Derek, and also made a lot of fan videos. In fact, most of the fan videos that I made were
trailers
for Life with Derek.
It was like trailers for the fan fiction.
Which I did do that, yeah. A lot of people requested trailers and stuff like that, or I just made them if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Well, I would ask, I think, if it was someone else's fic.
Right, if you could do it.
But
like people would always like request videos from like other people they liked. Like they'd be like, can you make a video to this song?
And I've made
like shout out to Haley if you're listening. I know you are Haley without an I.
There's 2 Haleys that we know. Actually, there are probably more than 2.
Yeah, I was like back then her name was TV Fanatic, and I think now it's like TV Fantastic 26 or something.
No, it's put your.
That's right. That even
put on your favorite show.
All of her crap got banned, and I feel so bad because it was the best. But yeah, it's put on your favorite show. I think is what it is now. Mm-hmm. But anyways, I literally requested videos from her I feel like she got sick of me because every week I was just like, can you make this?
She's so good. She's so good.
Yeah, she was elite. I mean, she is.
Yeah, she's still.
Sorry, not.
It's just that she's not making Dasey videos anymore.
But really, there's literally so many people that still make incredible Dasey videos. Like the progression from 2005 to now
it's insane.
It's incomprehensible, truly.
Like, we started on Windows Movie Maker.
Yeah.
Everyone knows the things of Windows Movie Maker. That really
gets my goat.
That gets my goat.
I don't like Windows Movie Maker. I don't know anyone that does.
I hate it.
It actually froze every 5 seconds and deleted everything that I did.
And gross.
And I would have to restart the whole computer, and I don't know how I made it.
I must do a star wipe.
Yeah, a star wipe. You know what? I miss the wipes. Those were actually great. But now I feel like people do a lot more fan edits on Twitter and like TikTok. I don't see so much. Like, if it's a longer one and it's like a really, like, they worked really hard, they'll put it on YouTube.
Right.
But I feel like just the way people scroll and view things now, they put it on TikTok and Twitter. And sometimes on Instagram too.
Sure, yeah.
But Twitter's a big one.
Yeah, for sure.
And if you follow us on Dasey Fandom, we retweet a lot the good ones that we see. And we see a lot of good ones.
Right. So and we also, even if they're on YouTube, we'll like post a link to it.
Yeah, for sure.
Because we've done that a few times.
Yeah, and we're obsessed with them.
Yeah, like, I mean, there's so many talented like fan video editors in this fandom. It's crazy.
It's
like,
it is crazy.
I feel blessed. And that's like how I get through fandoms. Like, I mean, it's not that it's something to get through, but like it's like
such a struggle.
To like. But sometimes it is.
I'm not gonna lie.
This fandom gets bullied.
Sometimes it becomes your whole life, and then like someone says one thing and you cry for 7 days straight. But it's fine.
Like, oh, whoops. Actually true. Yeah. But like, you find a good fan video. I mean, there's so many, but like, you find a good fan video and you're just like moved. You're moved.
One that like really speaks to you.
Yes, and you're just it's like, it's everything.
It
like,
is everything.
The song paired with the clips and the audio,
it just hits so hard.
It's so good. It just makes you feel so many things. Like
Euphoria.
It is so good. It's so good. There's nothing like it.
Yeah.
There's really nothing
just
like it.
Just thinking about it, I'm like... I went into my mind palace of Dasey videos.
A specific video.
Oh, which one?
No, just the one from...
Oh, yeah.
Unrelated. And it's by Lyra. I hope I said that right. I'm sorry. But
yeah, we're bad at pronouncing things.
Yeah.
But anyway, there was...
horrible.
Anyway, you'll see it on our Twitter.
Yeah,
go
look to our Twitter.
Go look for it. Do it.
Our main goal with this podcast is to entertain people, right? We want it to be entertaining, but also give you an understanding of what, like, that stigma of, like, step-sibling romances and blah, 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 like,
yes.
But also just of fandom in general. Like,
yes.
If people, I mean, everyone loves something, right? Like, there's these dudes that love football, and they're like, I'm painting my face and going to the football game, and blah, 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 and it's literally the same thing as if you were obsessed with a television show and whatever. So... Yes. And now those worlds are colliding with
It's true.
Taylor Swift and Travis
It is
Kelce.
True. It's bridging the gap. I feel like we're all getting a little bit closer to acceptance.
Yeah.
Thank you, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
Yeah, literally.
But yeah.
Yeah, and it's like... There is a lot of stigma, even just especially around, like, things that women like, like, it's shipping.
Yeah, God forbid a woman like anything.
Yeah, like, oh my God.
It's a waste of time if it's a woman.
Yeah, exactly. And so we want to dispel all of those, like, myths about fandom and...
Yes.
And about Life with Derek, let's be real.
Preach. And I feel like we have a lot of examples of, like, certain ships and, like, other fandoms we can use to compare to Life with Derek and be like, oh, so you like this, but Derek Casey
this
is wrong?
Not okay. Like, yeah. We have a lot.
Yeah, we'll go into a whole deep dive in another episode.
Of course. And we have so much to talk about.
We are ready to talk.
Yeah.
And never shut up.
And we don't ever shut up.
We don't. If you've ever been to one of our lives, it lasts for, like, 5 hours. And then they're like, please stop talking.
Yeah, they're like, please actually shut up.
We're trying to go based off an outline right now, and we're just really trying our hardest.
We're trying our hardest.
Bear with us.
But, yeah, once we start talking about Life with Derek, we will not shut up. And we have so many thoughts and feelings over... I mean, we've known each other. Let's talk about that. We've known each other for... I mean, since... So, the last time we saw each other was 11 years ago in person.
Yes.
But...
When was the first time
when was 2000... It was... I started...
saw each other in person.
Yeah. Oh, it was 2010.
2010. Yeah. That's right. Okay, yeah. It was the year of Vacation with Derek.
Yes.
This is how we measure things.
Yeah.
What happened in Life with Derek that year? 2010. Vacation with Derek.
Vacation with Derek. So 2010. But, so that's when we first saw each other. But we've known each other for at least a year, but definitely more than that. It was
definitely more than that.
It was like 3 or 4.
Yeah, it was like at least a couple. Yeah.
So, that's like 13 years.
Yeah, it's a while. And we like...
or more than 13.
We would go visit each
2010
other.
is 13 years.
We go visit each other here and in Florida.
Right.
And we went to California. And
yeah.
we saw Sunny with a Chance.
Yeah.
But I won't go into that right now.
Yeah, we'll talk about that another time.
Yeah, we've done a lot of things, and then there was just a period of time where it's just honestly, like, I don't want to say that our whole friendship is like hanging on the balance of Life with Derek, but it's just like, we like branched off into our separate fandoms because you have to find something to fill the void. Like, once Life with Derek ended, and like we got Vacation with Derek, but then it was just like nothing. And especially after Life with Derek again, the scare happened, and then that didn't happen. We were kind of just like dejected.
You have to. I mean, we were in the Glee fandom, whatever.
Yeah,
but like, even when we were both in the Glee fandom, like we were kind of already like going our separate ways.
Right.
But it's not like we ever like, obviously we never hated each other, but
no, and like we would still talk to each other, like here
like
and there.
Randomly. But it was honestly amazing. To come back.
Yeah.
So many years later, like, it was insane.
It was like nothing changed.
It was like nothing.
Like Life with Luca literally like
reinvigorated.
Yeah, it just honestly, it's like the whole time between Vacation with Derek and Life with Luca is like we were cryogenically frozen.
That's literally what it was.
And then Life with Luca, I was like, oh, it's still 2010. And here I am, and I woke up.
And that's so funny because, so that was February of this year. February 20th,
That's
Life with Luca.
so crazy. It's almost December.
I know, that is crazy.
Holy crap.
So in February of this year, Life with Luca came out, which is a sequel movie to the Life with Derek series and Vacation with Derek.
Yes.
And it was about Derek and Casey.
Shocker.
Grown up. I know. As it always is. Grown up, and Casey has 3 children and is married to a guy that we never see.
Yes.
And
he doesn't even have a last name.
He doesn't even have a last name. In fact, the children have Casey's last name. So I don't know what's happening there. But also, and Derek has a daughter named Skylar. I mean, I didn't name the other ones. It's Luca, obviously, and Kai and Molly.
Yes.
And so they basically come together, and they haven't seen each other in at least, well, we don't know how long it's been, but
we assume
at most 4 years.
We assume around 4 years.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And they
basically reenact Misadventures in Babysitting.
Yeah, true. Yeah, if you've ever seen Misadventures in Babysitting, it's basically that. And they're like, I parent this way, and I parent this way, and actually, I need help, and then I'll help you.
Yeah,
and so,
it's literally like them, the things they lack in themselves, like the other person fully has to like fill the gap.
Exactly.
And it's basically about how they're the most perfect parenting duo in the entire world.
Yeah. And there was at the end like a kind of hint that they wanted more, right? And also it was originally supposed to be a series. And then it went down to a movie, and now they still obviously want a television show to be made, and we obviously want that.
Yes.
And so when this aired, I at the time wasn't even gonna watch it. I remember I was like, I had read the synopsis, and I was like, I'm annoyed that Casey is married and has 3 kids, and Derek has a kid of his own. Right. And I'm like, this is gonna be bad, and I was really negative about it in my mind.
Because I feel like okay, I'm not trying to say anything about anybody.
Right.
But we do feel like there were times towards the end of Life with Derek and like a little bit in Vacation with Derek where they were kind of poking fun at the Dasey shippers, which like I know is easy to do because sometimes we're a little bit crazy. But it's also just like we also are kind of carrying this show a little bit. Like, like we're out here making the most noise for this.
Yeah. It's like we're always, I mean, the amount of fan fiction that's being written, it's all about Dasey.
Yeah, I'm so sorry because I think this should be corrected, but there's not like George and Nora fan fiction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, that's true. Yeah.
So it's just like it is. At the end of the day, I did feel like Dasey was carrying most of the fandom at least. So it's just like to be like poked fun at sometimes was like a little bit messed up. And we figured the movie,
it was disheartening.
And we figured the movie was kind of just gonna stray completely away from Dasey.
Yeah, it was
gonna be like, this is never even talked about ever again.
Exactly. And surprisingly,
we were pleasantly
wrong.
Surprised.
Not that they went full on like let's get together, like, but as we talked about, like they basically were like they're perfect for each other for X and Y reason. And it was like as much as like it was them being together without them actually being together.
Right. And that's so true. And I'll take it.
Yeah.
Although what I won't take is them not hugging again. I appreciate a running joke, okay? I appreciate a running joke as much as the next person. But when it's been nearly 20 years of this, I expect a hug.
There have been so many almost hugs between Derek and Casey.
Insane. For Derek to initiate the hug
and Derek initiated. And
never in his life.
And then the kids interrupt.
Yeah.
And you're like, again.
I've
been upset. But
it's fine. That's why we want a series. Yes. To just give us the things we missed.
Come on. It'll happen in a series.
It will.
We're not saying Dasey will happen. We're saying a hug will happen.
Right. Yeah, to be clear, we're not asking for a series because we are looking for Dasey to happen. Like
if it happened, amazing.
If it happened, obviously we're not gonna be like, ew, gross. But it's like we just miss these characters.
Yes.
Like we want to see Michael and Ashley and Joy and John and everyone and like all the kids that weren't in the freaking movie and like everyone. We want everyone together because we missed them all.
Exactly.
Life with Derek was a great time.
Yes. And honestly, Life with Luca was like so full of possibility. Like it had so much potential for all these other stories to be told.
Exactly.
And it was just, it's like, it is just like rife with potential.
Yeah,
and you're just like, and I want more. I want more of the characters, the new characters that they introduced. Simon, which surprised me the most.
Oh my god.
I hated Simon before.
I didn't even know him, and I hated him. I hated a baby.
I mean, because as we mentioned, it was kind of like at the end of season, or at the end of Life with Derek, it felt like people were poking fun at
and it felt like a way to make Derek and Casey related, which they're not.
Which they're not. They're just both related to one person.
Right.
And so... And
Simon's a legend.
Literally. Simon is Nora and George's biological child. And the only biological child that they share.
Yes.
And so when that happened, I was like, I hate Simon so much, blah, blah, blah. But going into... I really thought I was going to hate him. But, and then watching the movie, it was like, I love him so much.
He was the best character in the movie.
He was so great. And you're right. And, I mean, we love everyone else.
Yeah, no. I was like, guys, I feel like I was a bit hasty and
but he's just great.
He stole the show, I think. He stole the show a little bit.
Because it was like, no one's really expecting to see Simon. And then it, like, happens and you're like, oh my god. Like, and he was so funny.
And to be fair, Simon wasn't supposed to be as old as he was, but we didn't even talk about the timeline of Life with Derek.
Eventually we'll talk about this timeline.
But I feel like even aging him up helped a little bit, because like with the whole process of him like showing, because he's supposed to be at university, but then it's like he crashes at his parents' house.
It definitely helped with the storyline, but it was confusing.
It was confusing, but
we're
used to that.
Yeah.
We're used to it.
Yeah, we're so used to timeline shenanigans and age shenanigans within this show.
That is all we know.
But we love it. It's endearing, and it's a part of Life with Derek. And
when Life with Luca aired, you saw it first.
Yes.
And then I knew it was out, but I didn't know how to watch it, because I mean it only aired in Family, and we're in the US.
Yeah, so we couldn't watch it in the US.
Right, and legally. So I was just like, okay, legally.
So we didn't watch it.
But Emily sent it to me through a Twitter DM, and she was just like, hey, I got a link to Life with Luca. It was totally legal, by the way. For legal reasons, it was a legal link. And she sent it to me, and she's like, as soon as you watch it, let me know. Yeah, totally. She hacked into Family Channel's mainframe.
No, that's illegal.
She did it legally somehow. But
I will say I didn't upload it. That's
true. That's true. We have nothing to do with the movie being online. Okay, we're just partaking.
Right.
Because what do you expect us to do?
I know. Come on. Just air it in the US. Yes. Please.
But I watched it, I think that night or the next day or something. And
it was the next day.
Yeah, and then we called each other.
And we were on the phone the entire day.
Yeah, for like over 8 hours.
Yeah, it was an 8-hour phone call.
We like fell asleep at like 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. Yeah,
yes, 100%.
Crazy.
It was crazy. And that's when we came up with force field reactivated.
Yes, force field reactivated.
Because this is what happened, right? We talked about how much we loved the movie. Mm-hmm. We talked about everything. Like, it was, like you said, it was like we never, like, I mean, it's not like we stopped talking to each other, right? But we were not, like, as active in each other's lives.
But it's just like, we talked to each other like Life with Derek had never ended.
Yes.
Basically.
Yeah, it was like, hello, everything is the same. Yeah. And so we have always, in this fandom, done too much.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah,
and taken it upon ourselves. Or what, is that how you say that? Taken it upon ourselves. Does that make sense?
Yeah. That is the correct sentence.
It sounds wrong.
To lead the charge.
Yeah, so...
for a Life with Luca series.
Yeah, because we feel like if we can't just sit around and do nothing.
Absolutely not.
We're just like, we need to show how much we want this, because it's like, I love it. I love this show.
And honestly, the main goal in the beginning, like, I mean, obviously we want a series, but it was just, we were trying to get the movie to other countries besides Canada. 100%. It's like first and foremost, and that still hasn't happened.
Yeah, hello, Editing Emily here, and I'm just here to say, oh my god, this is not even true anymore. Life with Luca is available to rent or buy on YouTube and Google Play. So please go rent or buy, or both, to show your support and let them know we want a Life with Luca series.
So now we're asking for that still, and mostly we're asking for a series
exactly.
as well. And we will never stop.
We will never stop, actually.
I'll be 80 years old, and if you don't give me the series, I'm still going to be asking for it.
Actually true. And I don't care who you have to age up. It's fine.
Yeah. Literally. Just don't recast anybody.
Yeah, true, actually.
Please.
Don't recast anyone.
Please and thank you.
So true, actually. But that is where it all started.
Yes.
Was that.
That's where the movement started.
The movement.
Life with Luca.
Yes, force field reactivated. And we decided, like, okay, let's just do everything that we can to... the first thing that we did was make a video.
Yeah, we did, like, a little fan project.
Yeah, which we've done before. So we were like, this is what we're good at. We can do this.
Yeah.
And,
it was seriously, like, old times.
It really was.
It was, like, just... And it fell right back into it.
It went seamlessly.
It did. Thank you to everyone
who
for participating.
Yes, exactly.
Appreciate you.
And thank you. Like, it's just like... I love being able to come together with Life with Derek fans and be like, I love this show, and let's show how much we love it.
Right.
And
that's the best part of this fandom.
It really is. And do creative things together. Like, it's just so... Like, and I said this in the video before, like, I have always fancied myself as a creative person.
Yeah.
And wanted to make videos and wanted to write and all these things. But I just, like, I have never felt, or for the past, like, whatever years, I was not feeling that creativity. And then when Life with Luca came on back into my life, it was like, here we are, where everything came back.
No, literally, Life with Derek is a muse.
Yes.
Like, there's nothing I feel creatively passionate for at the level that I feel for Life with Derek.
Exactly.
Like, I bought a candelabra because of Life with Derek. Like,
it has nothing to do with Life with Derek.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with Life with Derek. It's just because I got so excited for a bit. I would do anything.
But that bit came about because of us writing the skit that we wrote. And it's just like, and would we have done that before? No. Like, we weren't even talking to each other.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Life with Luca is magic, honestly.
It's actually magic.
It has done so much.
Right,
and
truly.
we also started talking to a bunch of, we still spoke to people here and there from the fandom.
Right.
But, like, we definitely all started communicating more once the movie hit. And it's just, like, then we met even more people. And then, there's still this whole community out there.
Right.
That was just, like, awakened. It's like we all came out of our coffins and we're like, hello.
Hey, what's up? It's like, hi, Barbie.
Yeah, exactly. Literally. Oh, my gosh.
Hi, Dasey Shipper.
Yeah.
And we all are. We all are. Let's be real.
So real.
I don't actually think I know anyone in the fandom that doesn't ship Dasey.
That's true. I mean, I see the comments where people are just like, actually watch Life with Derek, and I'm like, I don't know what that's like, but good for you.
Yeah, totally. They're like, am I the only one that didn't see anything between them? And I'm like, actually, yes.
Yeah, probably. Because even the people that didn't ship it, that they saw something there, and that's why they got mad.
Yes, so they're like, ew,
and I'm just like, ew your face, actually.
Actually, ew your face, and I don't like you.
The next thing we have to talk about is the hopes for the future episodes, which we've kind of already discussed here and there a little bit. Like I said, feel free to
give us ideas.
Tweet us. We also have an email, which is Derek's Casey, DEREKSCASEY at gmail.com. gmail.com.
In case you're living under
thank you very much.
Gmail.
I know that you all are still using Hotmail and Yahoo, but
MSN.
Gmail, MSN, AOL.com. You've got mail. But yeah, so if you don't want to publicly state, or if you just want to talk to us, we are here, and we love talking about all things Life with Derek. So
all things Life with Derek.
Feel free to share any ideas that you have.
Yes.
But what are some episodes maybe coming up that we're thinking of working on? I know that. Well, I feel like I can't really discuss future episodes. Oh, I think I just gave a spoiler.
Future. Wink, wink. If you...
Oh yeah, we have like a whole list here.
Yeah, we do. I mean, we kind of touched on that we would like... We know all about pretty much any movie or TV show that has to have sibling romance.
It's true. We've become connoisseurs.
And I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
And so it's just like we'll be talking about that, you know, like definitely bringing in other like things like Billy and Billy.
Yes.
Certain
Clueless.
Clueless. Let's talk about
the
Clueless.
Blueprint.
Hello.
Actually, the Brady Bunch was the Blueprint.
Yeah, the Brady Bunch. We'll talk about the Brady Bunch.
We will. Literally all things pertaining. Yeah, especially the movies. Oh my god.
Hello.
And we're also we're trying to refresh ourselves on like enemies to lovers tropes and all this kind of stuff. So we're like rewatching movies all the time while I'm here, and we're really brushing up.
We're really brushing up.
So like stay tuned for recommendations.
Absolutely.
Please and thank you.
What this is not going to probably be is like, oh, we're gonna review an episode.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, maybe every once in a while we will definitely be talking about episodes.
Yeah, like the big episodes.
Yeah, but it's not like we're going to be watching an episode and being like, oh, this happened, blah, blah, blah. Like,
this won't be our watch party.
Yes, yeah, we will have those.
We will have those still.
But those are different.
Yes. This is more
and we might start having them on this channel. Who knows?
Yeah,
I just realized I don't know that we have another channel. I mean,
yeah.
We'll have another channel.
Yeah,
anyway. It doesn't matter. The point is, we will be having watch parties still, and, you know, we find time where we find time, and everything's great.
Yes.
Like, we do have ideas of, like, talking about certain episodes and all of these things, but it won't be in a format in which we're watching it and then talking about it.
Right.
We're just going to be talking about it.
And, like, you should know already.
Yeah.
Why are you even listening to this podcast?
Yeah, that's true.
If you don't know the episode.
Yeah, if you don't want us to talk about Life with Derek, I'm not quite sure that you're in the right place, but...
Start watching now.
Yeah. I mean, we'll probably have episodes where we don't talk about Life with Derek.
Yeah.
But, those will probably be few and far between.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, unhinged Life with Derek lines.
Yeah.
You have a list.
I have a whole list.
So we're going to get into that.
Going through every single episode.
I could honestly just, like, I think we could spend a whole episode just talking about just quotes. Not even, like, they don't even have to be unhinged. Just, like, quotes. Iconic quotes from Life with Derek.
Yes.
We literally just walk around and sometimes we'll just quote a whole scene from an episode to each other. For no reason. It has nothing to do with anything.
Actually true. And real.
That's great.
And yeah, so I have a whole list of unhinged Life with Derek lines coming from the entire series, all movies. There's only 2, so both movies.
Both movies and all future movies.
Oh
wait, you know what we didn't say is what our favorite episode is.
Oh,
even though I feel like we've told everyone this. But
yeah, well, you know, maybe there's new people.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to exclude you guys.
Exactly.
I hope you're still here.
Yeah,
I know we're crazy.
Are you listening?
No. Oh my god, that's like the tagline for Radio Free Roscoe. Shout out to another Canadian show.
With Kate Todd.
Yeah. Sky Sweetnam did the theme song for that.
Which, she was great. As a girl. Yeah, as a girl. I'm like, wait, I remember it.
No.
I remember everyone always thinks that Ashley sang the Life with Derek theme song, but she didn't.
Oh, yeah. They do think that.
It was Untitled, I think it was called, the band.
Okay. Oh, their name was actually Untitled? Sure. Or, like, it was just
no, I think it was their name.
Because we're just so used to Life with Derek not having any songs that exist anymore. Real? Like, they might have it. I feel like there were bands on MySpace at one point, but, like, now they're not available on Spotify and things like that. So I feel like that was a Disney Channel thing because, like, most people think of Life with Derek as a Disney Channel, and every Disney Channel show, the main girl sang the theme song.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
Literally Wizards of Waverly Place, Good Luck Charlie. Like, they were all
it's uncensored.
The chance. Like, uncensored.
Uncensored.
Okay, well, shout out Uncensored for literally the best theme song.
Yeah,
in the
we
entire
jam
world.
Every time. There's never a time in which we don't dance.
It's wonderful.
It's amazing.
I love it.
Let's talk about the title of this podcast.
You mean
Stop Thinking,
Start Feeling with Emily and Christina.
Yeah, and it has nothing to do with anything.
It has nothing to do with Life with Derek.
No, it's not. It's not a direct quote.
True. But if you know, you know.
Yeah, if you know, you know.
What are the origins?
Okay, so the origins of this line. It's said twice in this show. Mm-hmm. One has a little variation, but...
Right. What was the first time?
The first time was in an episode called Battle of the Bands in season 2 of Life with Derek, and Derek is the one who says it. He says it to Casey. You have to stop thinking and start feeling. Mm-hmm.
He does say, like, he says it very Italian.
Like, he really does. And as we know, Derek Venturi is Italian.
Right, of course. Venturi. He's also the Godfather.
Yeah.
He's the Boxfather.
I might amuse you, or whatever. I don't even know if he says something like that, the Boxfather. Like a clown, I amuse you.
He yelled at JT York.
He did. How dare he yell at JT? All the Canadian actors are in this.
They are, yeah. Lots of Degrassi.
Yeah, have you ever seen Degrassi? I'm sure we'll talk about Degrassi at some point.
They're like so intrinsically linked. It's crazy.
And for the longest time, Michael Cedar wasn't even in Degrassi.
Yeah,
and then
he's in Degrassi. Degrassi Goes Hollywood.
Yeah, and it's crazy.
Yeah, crazy. But then the second episode, sorry.
No.
The second episode, where Casey says it. So we have a nice little dynamic there. And it's an open mic plate. Which we often refer to as Open Casey McDonald's plate. But we're not going to go into that.
I honestly don't even remember why.
Just don't ask, because we don't actually know. But anyways, Casey is helping Derek write a song for Sally. And she tells him, because he can't do it. And she's like, you need to stop thinking and start feeling. As he's, laying on her bed. Yeah. Anyways.
I actually think the first one, Derek says you have to stop thinking about the music.
And start feeling the music. Something like that. Yeah. But, they're similar
it's a better
enough.
and it's like, why did they say that twice? Anyway.
Exactly.
And about music, too.
I feel like another thing we need I mean, I guess this can go in, like, the lines episode that we do, but, like, they repeat phrases a lot.
100%.
And we're definitely going to talk about that.
Oh, absolutely.
Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that. And we're also Good Mythical Morning.
Yeah.
With Rhett and Link. What other duos?
We can get the guest stars that they get.
That would be great.
We just gaslight enough people and think we're Rhett and Link.
We're actually Rhett and Link, and we want you on this podcast.
We're in female suits.
Female suits. Perfect and wonderful.
But yeah, that is where this title came from.
Yes.
And we just love it. Honestly, this is just what we do. We don't think and we feel everything.
That's why it's perfect for us.
Yeah.
Because we don't think and we just feel about everything, and you just said that.
Yeah, and I think that if you're a Dasey shipper, that's also your MO.
Yes.
So.
Like, why would you even think, actually?
Yeah, if you think too much, it's gonna rot your brain.
It really is. That's the wise words from Derek.
Period. No, literally, I'm like, I mean, shout out Derek procrastination method. Shout out never threatening people with math.
I love math, though I would never threaten
anyone with it. Yeah, thinking is overrated, and as Luca would say, thinking, it's the weekend.
And it technically is.
It is. It's Sunday. No thinking. No thoughts allowed.
Yes, it is always actually the weekend for us.
It is true. That is true.
No thoughts, head empty.
Smooth brain.
All the different things to say that we're dumb.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what this podcast is all about. Stopping thinking and starting feeling. Starting
feeling about two step-siblings that are not related. And
literally, they're not. They're just not related to each other.
They're the definition of opposites attract.
Yes, they're the definition of opposites attract, but also they're literally the same.
Yeah, they're best friends.
They're best friends. Like, they're both very competitive.
Yes.
And yet they are, like, on the opposite sides of, like, I'm smart, you're dumb kind of situation.
Right.
But they're both competitive, and it's, like, every single time they're fighting, it's like, you guys could easily just ignore each other.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, they're similar, because I feel like people that are similar fight with each other more. Mm-hmm. But it's like, they don't hate each other, because if you hated someone, you wouldn't even talk to them.
Yeah, you would just be like, okay, I don't even want to deal with you.
So it's like, they clearly care enough to keep each other in each other's lives. And they live for the thrill of the fight.
They
so it's like,
always do.
They love it. They're opposite enough where they, like, complete each other, but they're similar enough where they're best friends. And it's just literally the most perfect ship. And you will figure that out.
And you'll figure it out.
Follow along. If you haven't, I'm offended if you haven't already figured it out.
Yeah,
but
you need to figure it out.
We will sway you.
Actually, get it together.
Get your life together.
If you
get your life with Dasey, Derek together.
What's wrong with you?
I'm sorry, not to judge, but
I'm not judging, but
sip of judgment.
I'm not judging, but ew.
I'm not judging,
you don't ship Dasey,
but it's a bombastic side eye.
Yes.
And yeah, I think we've discussed our podcast
motives.
will. Yeah, our motives. What this podcast will encompass.
Yes.
And then our last thing that we wanted to talk about was the Dasey fandom is based on a community. We want to include all of our friends in the fandom in everything we do because that's how this fandom works.
Real.
And so we don't want to do this podcast without you guys. And so we are thinking about, I know that I said we had an email and that we have,
right.
you know, our
Which we
DMs
will
and our
utilize.
tweets. Yes, we will. We will be checking that. But we were thinking of creating a voicemail type of service.
Yeah.
So if you guys wanted to call in.
Right.
And either we will prompt you with like the next week's episode so you can call in and talk about a specific thing.
Right.
Or if you just want to call in and talk about something,
like,
we'll find an episode to address it in.
Yes.
But yeah, we want your voices.
Yeah. I guess we want to know your opinion on that.
We do.
Do you want to, would that be something you're interested in doing?
Yes.
You know, but I do think it's worth it.
I think it is worth it too. And I know that a lot of, I feel like this is true in all fandoms. People are a lot more, they want to be kind of like more anonymous.
Right.
Like I know a lot of people want to help out with the video project and people weren't comfortable being on camera, which is totally understandable because the internet is crazy and scary.
100%.
But maybe, you know, you could even pull a scream and get a voice modulator.
Yeah, true.
And just, you know, like, we can tweak your voice if you...
Do you like scary movies?
Yeah, exactly. I was like, if you want us to like Dateline 2020 your voice and like tweak
yeah,
it.
we can do that.
Yeah, we can keep your anonymity, but we would love to actually hear from you guys and let other people hear from you guys and not just hear our voices and blah blah blah.
We could talk forever, but
we could and we would.
We want to include other people,
we
and we love this fandom so much. It's honestly my favorite part about the fandom is just like talking to everyone. Like we talked about this. Daisy Shippers share a brain. Like, it's a hive mind. We genuinely...
That'll be another episode.
Yes,
for
like,
sure.
we all feel the same way about, like, certain... I mean, obviously, there are things we disagree on.
Right.
But, like...
Like, me and Emily will literally be talking about something, and then the next day we'll go on the Dasey Discord, and someone is literally saying I think blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, and we're like, what's happening here? It's like, you're in my brain.
It's scary, actually. It's a little bit scary.
It is scary.
But it's really cool.
It is cool.
I feel like that's not true of all fandoms. Like, I feel like that's a special thing that we have.
Yeah, that is true, actually.
And I appreciate that, so.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever experienced that in other fandoms. Yeah. And I love hearing everyone's opinions, and I love seeing everyone, even if we disagree, you know, on certain things. Like, I want to know what other people think about certain, you know, scenes or,
and
like,
I'm always figuring out things that I've, like, never thought of before, or, like, viewing things in a different way.
Yeah.
So, your opinion matters.
Your opinion matters.
So, call in. Maybe one day we'll even do an episode where we, like, literally take calls. That'd be so crazy. It'd be, like, a radio station.
Oh, my God.
It'd be, like, Radio
that
Free
would
Roscoe.
Be so cool. Yeah, we literally just turned into Radio Free
Roscoe.
Like,
we're just gonna pirate the AM radio waves in Niagara Falls only. So if you're here, you're listening. Or you're probably not. Actually.
Yeah, no, actually you're not.
What?
You have to be open-minded to listen to us.
Do.
You really do. But like this fandom is so open-minded, and we talked about that before.
True.
Like,
we're trying to create open minds.
Exactly. We're trying to open more minds.
Yeah. Like, we don't really have a sign-off or anything, do we?
No.
We'll, you know, be more like a podcast as we go.
Yes. Yeah. When we have specific things to talk about.
Yes.
That's what happens. Like, you don't start a podcast with a sign out,
right?
Or like,
yeah,
you know,
that crap has to be like improv and be like, oh,
and if we did, it would be weird. You know what I mean? Like,
it'd be really gimmicky, and like false.
It just has to be natural.
It does.
It comes naturally.
Oh my God, the natural progression.
Michael Cedar.
Michael Cedar said that Dasey was a natural progression of their relationship. Anyways.
And he's right. And he should say it.
He's right.
And he said it on 17 Magazine or MTV. I'm not sure which one.
Say it louder.
Yeah, like, say it louder and... Can everyone listen? Thank you.
That's what we'll do. We'll read out articles.
Yes. Oh my God, for sure.
We're gonna bring our A game. Like, we're gonna report the facts.
We
okay.
are. And that's all.
And that's all. We would never lie to you guys.
And if we do unconsciously lie, we will correct ourselves.
Yeah, we will. We're not afraid to...
Yeah, admit when we're wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
So let us know.
Yeah,
Call us out on our shit.
Thank you so totally. Much. And real and true.
Are we going to curse on this podcast?
Oh, We have to.
Yeah.
There's no way.
There's gonna be times where we're gonna have rage blackouts.
Right, yeah.
It's gonna come flying out.
Yeah. So. And it's like, if I have to bleep it eventually, who knows?
Yeah.
You know, we'll see. I'm surprised that we haven't sworn yet.
Yeah. Honestly, I was like, that was the first time. I feel like I was treading carefully, and then I just was like, I want to say shit right now. So I did. I feel like we should end this on, let's end it on this, like, high note of what is it called? Let's manifest who we want to sponsor this podcast.
I want Decamilla's bread to sponsor.
She wants Decamilla's bread. The bread literally saved our life last night.
Yeah. You might not know the context, but last night we had a drinking stream where we watched Life with Derek and played a drinking game, and we literally, I had 6 shots, she had 5. Mm-hmm. So we were completely wasted.
Yeah, we were drunk.
And so we ate bread so as to not die. And it helped, actually.
It did. And that's the kind of things you're missing out on if you're not following us on the Dasey Fandom Instagram.
Yes.
So it's so exciting.
And there are other things.
There are so many other things. There are things that aren't this podcast that we are also doing that we are not talking about.
We're not talking about them, but eventually we will.
Yeah. So literally, it doesn't matter what happens with Life with Luca. Like, obviously, keep asking for it, please. Like, I know that Alex at Family Channel is tired of us, but keep emailing him.
Keep emailing him. Like, go to Dasey.net/resources.
Yes. Oh my God. Dasey.net. Dasey.net. Dasey.net.
Dasey.net. Dasey.net.
Please.
Because we have laid it out so simply for you guys to just click some links.
A 2-year-old could do it.
Yeah, tweet out, email, just change your name or put your name in there and your location or something. And just email all these places. And
it's all the networks. It's the places that and now that the strike is
over, they're listening. So
exactly. So we don't even care who picks it up. We just want the show to happen. We want the movie to be distributed.
Yes.
Don't ever stop asking. I know that, like, we kind of tapered off because it was a long time. I mean, it wasn't a long time ago, but, you know, it's been several months. But we need to keep the momentum going.
Exactly. That's us. That's us. And go to Dasey Fandom on Twitter and Instagram. And
Dasey.net.
Dasey.net.
Don't forget. We're also on TikTok.
Don't forget.
Don't forget. Dasey Fandom on TikTok as well.
Oh yeah, forgot about TikTok.
Check that out.
It's scary.
It is scary, but so far we have been lucky.
Yeah, we've been very lucky. TikTok hates Dasey, so if you support Dasey, go there and leave some good comments.
Yeah, leave some positive comments.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't had any negative ones yet, but you never know.
We want to keep it that way.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's all, Joe.
And that's all, folks, and we've said that already.
But this time we mean it.
This time we mean it. Well, it's over. You said it was over, but it was not over.
You said it was over, but it wasn't over.
No.
That is honestly our theme song, because literally we always say it's over and it's not. And
actually true. And oh my God, think about it. Never really over.
Stop. Okay, writing this down for another episode. Writing this down.
If you haven't seen it, there is a video that our friend Rachel made called Never Really... Well, it's a Dasey video. To Never Really Over by Katy Perry. Yes. And it is so good.
Someone else also made a video to that song.
Oh, yeah. Who was it? Poof Doodle, but... Cat. Yes. Cat Poof Doodle. I can't say it right. On YouTube.
That video is also amazing. Check out both those videos.
Yes. They're both amazing. That song encapsulates everything about, like, Life with Luca and Dasey, like, and
I think really Life with Luca revived the fandom, and those videos revived video making.
Yes. It was like, it's never really over.
It's never really over.
We are always going to be
talking
about Life with Derek and Dasey and feeling feelings about it.
Yep.
Like, I can't, the feelings...
The feelings are too big.
You can't squish them down.
No. Gotta let
them out.
And that's what we are doing. That's why we have a podcast.
That's what it is. Yeah. Because we're like, we actually can't shut up about it. So we're like, actually, let's just put it in a video.
As you can see.
Yeah, we're never ending this. We've tried to end it.
Right. We've tried, I think, 7 times already.
amazing.
We hope you enjoyed at least some of that.
Yes, because we enjoyed it.
We did.
And we're going to enjoy it even more when we start talking.
I was like, I honestly wouldn't even care if no one listened to this podcast.
Because we're just going to talk about Dasey all the time.
This is literally just us on a typical phone call. So.
Yeah, literally, though. Literally. But except trying to be more on topic.
Right, yeah. Exactly. We really tried.
From one thing to the next.
I think for us, we did okay.
Yeah, actually true.
I'm going to say pat us on the back, so... Oh, thank you. And
thank you. I was
like, why would you pat yourself?
I don't know.
Like, no one loves me. What a Leo.
It's actually real. I'm like, I'll pat myself in the back. I'm amazing.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Okay. That's it.
Yeah, if you made it this far, if you make it to the end of the podcast, we're going to ask a question to people.
Yeah.
And I just thought of this.
Okay.
For you guys, I mean, I don't think that this is officially... Like, I don't think this is officially known anywhere, but I just want to know your opinions. If you had to give Derek and Casey their astrological signs, what do you think they are?
Yes, that's a good question. Oh my god. We'll tell you our answer in the next episode.
Yeah, so stay tuned.
That's so exciting, actually. I'm actually really want to know what people
I gotta
say.
write that down so we remember to say it.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, we'll write it down.
But yeah, tweet us. Tweet us or Instagram us.
Yes. Yeah, or comment.
Yes.
On the video.
Comment down below.
Yeah.
Is it still down here? I think it's still...
Where is it?
Where's the...
Just comment somewhere. Yeah, I don't even know.
All right, well, thank you for watching / listening.
Yes.
Listening.
Thank you for listening to us.
Thank you for listening.
That's going to be the exit. Or the what is it called?
The outro?
Outro. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening today.
I hope that's not a bad word.
And we'll probably see you guys, once a week?
Probably.
Or whenever we feel like it. Whenever we get our crap together enough to do one of these.
Yeah, that's true. Well, it's like we'll shoot for once a week.
Yeah.
And if that happens, amazing, and we love that.
Yeah.
But
if not, don't yell at us.
Yes, please don't.
We will cry.
We have lives. We swear. Surprisingly, we have lives.
No one bought that.
No. Yeah, I definitely have a life.
I definitely have a life.
I care about other things, for sure.
Totally. We're going to get back to our lives right now.
Yeah, we're not going to do anything live with Derek related.
Nope, not ever. So, once again, thanks for listening and thanks for loving. And we'll catch you next week. Finger guns for life. Bye.
Bye.